Peace. Peace to the divine infinite consciousness and peace to the God body. Yo, this right here is about where science fails, mythology and fantasy prevails, nigga. Now, it's a lot of things that's been going on, especially in the conscious community, which is great because now that we got this out there in the open, we can grow a little bit more now within our own spiritual being, and then begin to lay the foundations of what's really going on out here, and why things are really happening to the Asiatic original man in the land of North America, or Americush. And so yeah, it's real, and it's detrimental for you to know and understand why the flat earth really matters dealing with this situation, and about your knowledge of self. Because if you don't understand that shit, you won't have no wins in moving on to the next 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional realms and realities. So it's crucial for you to understand this astrological makeup here and how you control your being here. So when you master at least the senses here, you'll be able to ascend there, where you descended from, to be densed here at this time, right now, in a desolate land. See, Earth is a real big, gigantic cornfield and shit, you know what I mean? Like, Mars came here, did some mining and all that, and took what they could and bounced. And then certain species was placed here, and certain climates was distributed all over the plane. So that's why you get certain species, they gotta be in certain areas and shit, and they can thrive on their way of living. And they develop their cultures according to their environment. And so with us, we've been out of place, taken outside the environment. The natural environment for the woolly-haired kinky being is, you know, the whole planet. But I mean, he can be all over. However, his natural area is in between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This is where he obtained his highest revelation of his being. So you gotta be a strong mud to be outside of those, man. To be able to adapt to the psyche. The planets is in a different place. Different things is happening. It's crucial, y'all. So for the ones who are woke, you know, my star family, I say, you know, definitely peace. And for those who strive to shield their dirty religion, now that we done showed and proved what psychology is, we're dealing with a cluster B personality disorder complex, and this shit's running rampant. So people talking about the B6 diet and all that shit, pardon me, I had to make them reflexes like, huh, on that shit. All right, cool. Anyway, so the B6 diet, you know, really your digestive system is used as like a backup plan and shit, you know what I mean? You really don't use it as often, you know, only at certain times and certain seasons. So when you do that, you tend to, you go out of it, you don't do it like that, you get out of whack. So your cells begin to degenerate quicker. And when that happens, you begin to appear older. And you feel that way. And thus your pineal gland begins to calcify up. And you know, they make sure they put that on the board for you to drink certain liquids to help do it, to eat certain sugars to help do it. Yeah, man, this is real. So this is why fasting is very, very important. You know, I can only show through example, because you know, when you're younger and shit, you you get knowledge of self. You be a newborn. You're like, oh, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you just spit some shit. But you know, you could be led in the right way. But however, when you grow through the experience, the wisdom of it, the actual action of it occurring, then that allows your spirit or being to become fully manifest what you truly are. Make sure I get this. All right, cool. So yeah, and so it matters in this time because, you know, you need to know your geographical, know where you at. Now, according to the lessons, you know, we're dealing with, we as the gods and the earths, you know, we don't get caught up in someone else's wisdom. Now, the God that sacrificed his own self, I'm talking about the Father Allah, and or James Clarence 13 next, as far as like him and justice being able to manifest this. And I don't know where justice was going on afterwards, but we know that God is the one for sure. And so we know, and we had to utilize our knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to be able to born our equality in this realm and reality. So now as we grow, we take that shit, pick it apart, boom, boom, boom. Now we at this. So this is why it's important for we need all the guys to diligently do the knowledge to everything that you can get your hands on right now and diligently dissect it. Because we're the ones that was born at a certain point in time. I'm talking about the newer ones now. The younger guys. I want to say we all new. We always been new. We just a new being. We do shit new. And so I need you to study your crafts and study yourselves and your talents, and don't get caught up into there and trying to display your talent to them to get a woe from a narcissistic personality disorder running rampant, who's affecting every race and every being on this plane. So, eating a certain way, mainly what we should be eating if we're in a certain climate is mainly fruit. But fruit, anytime you're feeling sad, eat some fruit. You know, it'll raise your vibration. You know, herb, if you do partake, that's grow seeds in it, so that's fruit. And yeah, so that's what you do, man. And however, you know, you eat grains and pasta for other complex carbs, and that allow you to be able to get your energy to sustain it, to be able to run and do what it do, work out for longer periods of time, and to keep your shit moving. But if you're not doing that, you really don't even need all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can sit back, eat your fruits and graze it, and be in your shaman mode. You know what I'm saying? When you pop your bones, I've been through all that. You know what I mean? So I know what's up. So yeah. Anyhow, though, it's real, definitely crucial for you to focus as a man on your own being, not releasing and raising your kundalini, raising your chi, dropping your deposit back into your cerebrum, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main purpose of it. And in that, in turns, that just rises your sexual attraction anyways, if you wanted that. But that's what happens. But however, that's on the lower chakra system. We're on a godly level now. We're operating the frontal lobes. Shit's popping. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you learn how to be able to ascend to the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensions. Because right now you're building your light body up there at 2 different energies that's going to come together from up there. And that's how you did it here to get your family in the dense form to come together, you know, to create or bring your ass here. And certain planets show where you was born at that has certain effects on your psyche when you get here. So that's why it's important to know these different things, because you set this shit up so it's different pieces to the puzzle, and you come and put it together, and we'll cream it out, because the cream gonna rise to the top. That's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time right now for the wise to show and prove their own self to their own being, because it's not just one man out here or one people. There's one being, you know what I'm saying, that can say some shit. It's the gods, and it's you. And it's the herbs that can be able to show and prove by example. So yeah, you definitely get your shit up. Wapaya! I want to get them off for the double bicep on your ass, but you know, getting there. But you know what I'm saying, keeping your youthful joint going, and yeah, and studying the whole thing of the flat earth situation. Now, when you're dealing with the planets, we're dealing with different miles and different things of that nature. We're going to come up with esoteric science that you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Different fossils that was made that sort of show that it was like mountains and shit. There was this colossal size, you know, titan dens and shit. You know what I mean? And also what we call mesas is nothing but cut off trees. And this was a crystalline plain. This is a quarry field. And like I say, you had different teachers, especially Dr. Malachi. He said that this was a place where people come and mine and shit. At least he got that part right for sure. But you know, they mix in different things, so don't follow it. You know, knowledge is the foundation. Peace. Subscribe.